Hello and welcome to the Book Thing. My name is Mark, and today I am continuing with my read-through of the Discworld series with book number 20, Hogfather. So this is the fourth book on the Death sub-series, and it's set in and around Hogswatch Night. Hogswatch Night is the Discworld's equivalent of Christmas, and if Hogswatch Night is the Discworld's equivalent of Christmas, then the Discworld's equivalent of Santa Claus is the Hogfather. The story starts with the grey-cloaked auditors of reality who we last saw attempting to get Death sacked back in Reaperman. And now they are commissioning the Guild of Assassins to take out the Hogfather. The Assassins send their most unusually thinking and, quite frankly, scary assassin on the job, a Mr. Tea Time, or as he likes to say it's pronounced, Mr. Teatime. As this is going on, Susan, Death's granddaughter, who we last saw in Soul Music, is now working as a governess for a wealthy family in Ankh-Morpork. And, like in Soul Music, the grim squeaker, the Death of Rats, shows up because of concerns about her grandfather, Death. Apparently he's acting quite odd, and what he's actually doing is doing the job of the Hogsfather. Sleigh, red suit, the whole lot. In case you didn't realise, by the way, I am rereading the entire Discworld series. If you'd like to keep up to date with that, please consider hitting the subscribe button. So obviously this is the Discworld Does Christmas, but it is a wee bit more than that as well. So it does follow on from some of the themes from Small Gods around how anthropomorphic beings are not just nourished and kept alive by, but are also shaped by the belief that people have in them. And what Death is trying to do is actually to try and keep that belief in the Hogfather alive. There are a couple of less successful subplots in this, like the spontaneous creation of new anthropomorphic beings and deities because of all of the extra belief that is circulating around because of the absence of the Hogfather. There's also Susan attempting to come to terms with her grandfather being Death, which I feel is kind of old ground that we kind of already did in Soul Music, but even those two criticisms aside, it isn't enough to spoil what is an absolutely fantastic, hilarious, laugh-out-loud book. The high point is definitely Death's attempt at being the Discworld's version of Santa Claus. There's obviously the macabre part to that, but there's the fact that Death himself is someone who is constantly trying to understand the human condition and quite frequently failing at it. There's an extended scene in a large shop in Ankh-Morpork where Death sets up in a grotto and starts meeting children and giving them presents from his sack, and it has some moments in it that are genuinely laugh out loud as you're reading the book. Weirdly, even though this is the fourth Death book, this wouldn't actually be a bad entry point for someone new to the Discworld. For Discworld virgins, because of the familiarity of the whole Christmas conceit, it is an easy one to get into. And while there are some tidbits in there for the seasoned Discworld reader, it's easy to understand and is just really, really funny. And a novice at Discworld wouldn't feel out of place reading this one. So Hogfather is another 5-star read from me, definitely not one to skip, and would actually make someone a very nice Christmas present. So I hope you enjoyed my review for Hogfather. If you did, please consider hitting the like button. The next review I will do will be for Jingo, so if you'd like to see that one, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that, and take care.